Greetings. Welcome to Spiritual Treasures, where I am back with another celebrity video, y'all. This time I'm going to do a reading on Beyonce and her kids because that's what I want to do, y'all. I want to tap into this tour. You know, she has Blue Ivy with her, she has Rumi with her. But what I've noticed is that we haven't seen much of Jay-Z. Last tour, we seen him in the audience. We seen him walking through. We seen him, interacting with Blue Ivy from the audience. But this time, I think I've seen one picture of him backstage. Also, we still haven't seen Sir. We have not seen Sir, but she does have him in some of the depictions or the video art that she plays. But I want to tap into the energy of what's going on with Beyonce. Why is she having these tours back to back in this way, and all these different projects coming out from nothing to a lot? And what's behind Blue Ivy and Rumi coming on stage with her every night? So these kids is working, honey. Okay, and I ain't mad about it. But let's just see. Let's tap into the energy. We seen Rumi out there. She was all excited the first couple nights. And all of a sudden she came with her sarcastic pose and her poise, I should say. She's so cute. To me, she looks more like Beyonce than any of them. To me. All right, but let's see what's the energy here. The poet. Now we know that Rumi is a poet. Beyonce named her after, I think, her favorite poet. So we have a poet. Okay. The seed. So it's like the essence of Beyonce is in Rumi. It's in her. She is the one who has that essence of Beyonce. She's going to be the one that's going to mimic Beyonce the most. The self. What? The nectar. So she's going to not only have that essence, but she's going to have her own flair. She's going to be the one. Rumi is the one. And I think that Beyonce is starting to notice that. The shaman. You know, it's like Beyonce knows her kids and their future. Like she goes into that type of energy, or I shouldn't say that type of energy. It's like she gets spiritual counseling and direction about her children and her family. And this is why she made the decision to bring Rumi up, because she knows some things about Rumi's future. All right, let's pick from a different deck. Or you know what? Let me just keep going. Let's get the energy of Blue Ivy. What's the energy of Blue? I do. The sword. The lover. The riddle. So it's like Blue Ivy is the golden ticket. They're treating Blue Ivy as the golden ticket. And this is how she was brought up. Like the one that's going to carry the torch. Blue Ivy is the one that they gravitate towards the most. And when it comes to making sure that she has the skill set, she takes different classes. She knows how to do multiple things. It's because they are looking to see, what her talents are so they can expand on them. But they're learning with this riddle card. They're learning that Rumi might be the one. You see how they invested their time into Beyonce. Yeah, Beyonce is the oldest, but Solange is equally as talented, if not more talented. But they had already invested so much in Beyonce and who she was that they had to keep the narrative going. And I think that Beyonce is starting to notice that she needs to put the same attention into Rumi in that way. Okay. And it's like let's get Beyonce energy with these same cards. What's Beyonce energy? What is Beyonce's energy? The Forest. The Dead End. Beyonce is entangled in stuff. She is entangled in things. It's like she's trying to find her way out of this maze, but she's continuously reaching this dead end. It's the same thing. Something is not changing for her. She is wanting something, but it's not changing. There's something there that's not changing. And it feels like she keeps hitting this thing. So I'm seeing prayer, the temple. So she's spending a lot of the womb. She's spending a lot of her energy. She's putting it towards her children. Because it's like her kids are the ones who are going to carry the torch. And if things stop happening, and for her, she knows that her kids can continue on. And they also can take care of themselves if she set them up. Because Beyonce really wants to retire. She doesn't want to keep doing the same thing. But it's like she has to. You have to understand, a lot of the times when we're talking about these billionaires, it's more in assets. And it's a lot of entanglement when it comes to contracts and, the things that you are able to obtain and the things that you have to give back. So it's like she feels like she's tied up in this thing, and every time she tries to get out, it feels like there's a block there. There's this block. She can't make her way out of this forest. All right, well, let's get Mama T's energy, because why did she? Okay, first of all, I don't care. Everything's alleged. This is my opinion. I did not like the way she pushed Rumi out of the way on stage. The energy that I seen come from her was not the energy that we see her in when she's in front of the camera. I don't know if she thought that, what was it, 50,000, 70,000 people? I don't know. All those people did not have cameras on her and was not going to capture that, or she maybe didn't realize what her facial expression was saying, or how she was looking. But child, that energy gave off envious, you get on my nerves, you doing too much, you do too much type energy. It's like, child, you didn't have enough moments. Calm down. It's not that serious. That goes to show you how engulfed some people could be in themselves. It's like, give us all a break, right? But let's tap into that energy. And I like Mama T, don't get me wrong. I don't know these people though, so I'm just reading the cards, y'all. I'm reading the cards and I read energy. And when she pushed Rumi off to the side like that because she was excited, I felt like it didn't look right. It wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look at all. And she did that to herself. So if she was like that on the stage, can you imagine what she is behind closed doors? And Beyonce, all she did was smile. So the comic, The Castle, this is Miss Tina energy. The comic, The Castle. So now the womb came out and the flame came out. So it's like, okay, so you have to know that the energy is being led by Miss Tina. This whole situation when it comes to the family dynamic is being led by her. She is the queen of the castle. She carries the flame. But also it's like she's being looked at and being laughed at. Somebody's looking at her and they're laughing at laughing at her. I don't know if it's the people that know her closest, but they look at her and they laugh about something. All right, let's get into Jay-Z. Let's get the energy for Jay-Z. I didn't think I was going to do everybody, but I'm being led to, so I'm just going to go ahead with the flow. What's the energy of Jay-Z in this time during this Cowboy Carter tour? What is Jay-Z's energy? The underworld. Child. The underworld. He ain't even in. He in a different energy. That's why we ain't seen him jumping around in the audience. He is in a different world. He is in the underworld. He is dealing with some deep, dark things. The Judge. Wow. Okay. Two more. Got the Judge. The Apocalypse. And the Sustainer. Whew. At the bottom of that, the desert. Wow, y'all. Okay, for Jay-Z, we got the Underworld, the Judge, the Apocalypse, and the Sustainer with the desert at the bottom of the deck. So I am seeing that he is dealing with some dark and deep rooted things in this time. It feels like the absolute end. He's like in survival mode. Something has happened to where Jay-Z right now, he is in survival mode and he feels like he's under water, under the world, in the underworld. And he is just trying to sustain at this point. It is not the same egotistic Jay-Z that you knew. This man is trying to survive. All right? Okay. Let's keep going. That was really interesting. I'm going to do a few more. All right. Let's see what else we have for the Carters. Actually, I'm going to pick from this one first. All right, let's see what else we have for the Carters. Now, what should we know about Sir? I should have did his. Didn't do Sir's. So it's like Sir is getting over some things. Like, I think there's some things that Sir is still learning. This could be about being in public, or just some hurdles, some things that could have been some setbacks. But I'm seeing that the energy is that Sir is getting around some of these hurdles. There could have been some challenges, which he's a child, so like we all deal with things as kids. It's just amplified because it's Beyonce and Jay-Z's child, you know. But I think they do the right thing by keeping him away. and protected. All right, so let's talk about this tour. Let's talk about Beyonce and this tour. What is the energy revolving around this tour with Beyonce? What is the energy? It's taking a lot of strength from Beyonce to do this tour. This is probably one of the tours that she's done where she has found herself struggling when it comes to just the strength or being able to not only have fun, but to want to keep doing it. It's like she's finding the strength to keep wanting to be on stage and create these shows time after time. Now it seems like she is doing it for another reason. She's finding the strength to do these things for another reason. It's not like before. Of course, before she wanted to be a star. She wanted to be known. She wanted to become a legend. And I feel like now she's in that energy, but now it's not about that. This is about something different. The strength that she's pulling out of herself to do this is not the same as it was 10 years ago. All right, what else about this tour that we should know? What else about this tour that we should know? So we got the Page of Cups in reverse. I feel like there wasn't a lot of creativity that came with this. This could have been one of the tours that she put together the quickest. Or she just, first of all, she's a professional, right, at what she does. And she's been doing it for a long time. You got 10,000 hours in anything, 10,000 hours or more, you are a professional. And we know she has, I'm sure, surpassed 10,000 hours, right? But it's like she didn't put that creativity into it. Not this time. Because she had to save her strength in certain areas. And this is probably the first time that she has been in this type of energy. It had to be. It's like she knew she had to put it together quick. She knew that she was going to have to do this in a record time. And she didn't put that much creativity into it. It could have been someone else that she gave creative direction to. And that's why you see a lot of her same dances, or I think you see Blue Ivy, she's doing a lot of Beyonce old moves. It's more so towards that direction. And I guess that's why I'm saying that it wasn't that much creativity placed into it when it comes to newness. It was kind of just reliving history in some ways. All right, what else for the energy for this tour? The Nine of Pentacles. So it's like this tour is putting Beyonce in a place of being more independent. I know we think that Beyonce is already independent. She's who she is. But it's like, she got some type of chains on her. And she's trying to come out of that. And this tour is, that's why this tour is what it is to get her to a place of this Nine of Pentacles, to be single and independent. That's what it looks like. She wants to be more independent with herself, not with her and Jay-Z's money, or maybe any other type of contracts that she has. Like, she wants to have where she doesn't have to, she can just do her and doesn't need anyone else. To keep involving other people. Because something's happening behind the scenes here when it comes to the money. All right, let's talk about the kids being on stage. What is it about the children on stage? What should we know about that energy? The Lovers. Okay. Can we get clarification on this Lovers card? The energy of the children being on stage, tour. King of Cups. It feels like this decision was made based on. It feels like Jay-Z had a lot to do with this decision making when it comes to the kids being on stage. And this could have went against Beyonce's wants and desires. This could have went against Beyonce wants and desires, but this is something Jay-Z wanted to happen. He wants them all to be able to make money and bring in money. So there had to be a decision made, and they decided to do it. What about Rumi? One night she was very excited. She's so cute. And then we noticed, I think it was night 5 or night 4, night 5, she completely changed, which it was still super, super duper cute. She was like a little princess. But what was that? What happened? What happened with that? What's that energy? What was that energy about? The 10 of Cups, the Star card. This was the family. It's like they showed her how to be the star. Someone showed, like, look, this is how this goes. This is how you do this. If you want to be a star, if you want to be the center of attention, if you want to be a part of this, did you like it? Yeah? Well, this is how you need to behave to be the star. And okay, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that because it seemed like she still was herself. She was just a little more poised. Okay. But I feel like it's a little more to it. What else should we know about that? The Ace of Cups. I feel like it was the first time that she truly felt what it means to like behave differently or to pretend. Blue Ivy she knew how this thing go. She's always been around adults since she was little, always at the parties. I don't feel like this is the same with the twins. And so they didn't get that. I feel like they were able to be like, I'm not saying Blue Ivy wasn't able to be a child, but we know that she hung out with adults. She's at all the parties and events, but we don't see the same with the twins. And I feel like this was the first time that she got the feeling of like, oh, okay, this is how this goes. Rumi is going to be the one, y'all. Let's tap more into Rumi. What else should we know about Rumi? I know we're not going to go too deep because they're kids. I really don't even like doing kids with it. I mean, you know, she put him in the spotlight. So we got the 5 of Pentacles. I'm telling y'all, Rumi is going to be the one that eventually is going to talk. As she get older, she is not going to be the same as Blue Ivy. She is going to be absolutely the absolute opposite of Blue Ivy. She's going to stir up things. Look, Rumi is going to stir up things when it comes to that family. As she get older and able to make her own decisions, she's going to stir things up. She's going to be the one. She's just like Solange, but times 10. That's how she going to be. So we got the 3 of Wands. It's like Rumi is going to take her own road. Look at that, the 9 of Wands. It's like she's going to have her own road that she carves out for herself. It's not going to be the one that someone carves out for her. It'll be doors open for her, but she's going to carve the path that she wants to walk. All right, one more. Oh. It's like, look at that. The Wheel of Fortune. So it's like for me, it's looking like Rumi is going to have her own road that she will walk down. She will play the game differently. It'll be a different game face for Rumi. When it comes to this game, she's going to shake things completely up. Give her a few years. Give that baby a few years. And it's going to be some type of judgment towards a lot of things that's going to come out through Rumi. Rumi's going to be the one. And she'll see new heights in a different way. It won't be the same as her mom. But it'll be new heights that she's going to carve out. Blue is going to follow in the footsteps of her mom. Rumi is going to use the resources, of course, but it's going to be different. I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I didn't even want to go that far into it, but we did. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. If you have any requests, you guys leave it in the comments below. If you've gotten this far, please like the video. I am back, y'all. I know I kind of go back and forth with my other social medias, but the summer, you guys got me locked in. So send your request, and I will try my best to fulfill the request. I will have a subscription-based situation happening so that I can get to a lot of you guys' requests fastest, or in a quicker pace. So I am working on that now. But until then, y'all, leave comments below, like and share if you like this content. And until next time, be well, y'all. All right, bye.